Hi, this is Anna, English teacher, here today to look at the IELTS test. And this is our first look at this. So, what is the IELTS test? It's the International English Language Testing System, and it's widely recognized as a reliable means of assessing the language ability of candidates who need to study or work where English is the language of communication. These practice tests are designed to give future IELTS candidates an idea of whether their English is at the required level. Now, we are going to look at those in subsequent lessons. Today is just an introduction. Okay, IELTS, it's owned by three partners: University of Cambridge, that's back in England, the British Council, I used to work for them, and the IDP. And you can find out more information by visiting their website, which I would encourage you to do because it's awesome. Oh, that's my title there, sorry about that. And so what is the test format? Consists of 6 components, and all candidates take the same listening and speaking, but there is a choice of reading and writing depending on whether or not you're going to be doing academic or the general training. So listening's 30 minutes, the reading is 60 minutes, the writing is 60 minutes, and the speaking is about 11 to 14 minutes. So in total, it's about 2 hours 45 minutes. So it is quite a lengthy test. Every time this comes up and I tell it, no, of course Vista cannot understand that. Sorry. Listening. Okay, so listening, it consists of 4 sections, each with 10 questions. First 2 sections are concerned with social needs. First section is a conversation between 2 speakers, and the second section is a monologue. The final 2 sections are concerned with situations related to educational or training context. The third section is a conversation between up to 4 people, and the fourth section is a monologue. A variety of question types is used, including multiple choice, short answer questions, sentence completion, notes, form, table, summary, flowchart completion, labeling a diagram, plan or map, classification and matching. Candidates hear the recording only once and answer the questions as they listen. 10 minutes are allowed at the end for candidates to transfer their answers to the answer sheet. Academic reading. Academic reading consists of 3 sections with 40 questions, 3 texts which are taken from journals, books, magazines, and newspapers. Texts are on topics of general interest, and at least one text contains detailed logical argument. So again, variety of question types is used: multiple choice, short answer, sentence completion, note summary, flowchart, table completion, diagram, label completion, classification, matching, choosing suitable paragraph headings from a list, identification of writer's views and claims, yes, no, not given, identification of information in the text, and true, false, not given. General training for reading. 3 sections, 40 questions. Texts are taken from notices, advertisements, leaflets, newspapers, instruction manuals, books and magazines. First section contains text relevant to basic linguistic survival in English, with many tasks concerned with providing factual information. Section 2 is the work context. Section 3 is extended text, which focus on descriptive text. And again, all the same types of questions are used. Academic writing. This test consists of 2 tasks. Suggested candidates spend about 20 minutes on task 1, requires them to write at least 150 words, 40 minutes on task 2, which requires them to write at least 250 words, and then task 2 contributes twice as much as task 1 to the writing score. Task 1 requires candidates to look at a diagram or some data, could be a graph, table or chart, and then to present the information in their own words. They're assessed on their ability to organise, present, and possibly compare data. Describe the stages of a process, describe an object or event, or explain how something works. Now, this is something I can really help you with because it's not really your everyday English at all. And then in task 2, candidates are presented with a point of view, argument, or problem. They are assessed on their ability to present a solution to the problem, present and justify an opinion, compare and contrast evidence and opinions, evaluate challenge ideas, evidence, or arguments. Candidates are also assessed on their ability to write in an appropriate style. So this is the general training for writing. So 2 tasks, 20 minutes on task 1, 150 words. 40 minutes task 2, 250 words. Task 2, twice as much as task 1. Task 1, they're going to respond to a given situation with a letter requesting information or explaining the situation, and they're assessed on their ability to engage in personal correspondence, elicit and provide general factual information, express needs, wants, likes and dislikes, express opinions and complaints. In task 2, candidates are presented with a point of view, argument or problem. They're assessed on their ability to provide general factual information, outline a problem and present a solution, present and justify an opinion, and evaluate and challenge ideas, evidence or arguments. Candidates are also assessed on their ability to write in an appropriate style, and more information is available. Speaking. This test takes between 11 and 14 minutes and is conducted by a trained examiner. 3 parts. Part 1, candidate and examiner introduce themselves. General questions about themselves, home, family, job, interests, and a wide range of familiar topic areas. It's about 4 minutes, 5 minutes. Part 2, given a task card with prompts and you're asked to talk about a particular topic. The candidate has 1 minute to prepare and they can make some notes if they wish, before speaking for 1 to 2 minutes. The examiner then asks 1 or 2 rounding off questions. Part 3, the examiner and the candidate engage in a discussion of more abstract issues which are thematically linked to the topic in Part 2, and this lasts between 4 and 5 minutes. The speaking test assesses whether candidates can communicate effectively in English, and it takes into account fluency and coherence, lexical resource, grammatical range and accuracy, and pronunciation. And there is, again, more information available. How is it scored? So it's actually a 9-band score in addition to the score for overall language ability. There is a score in the form of a profile for each of the 4 skills: listening, reading, writing, and speaking. And they're reported on a 9-band scale. All scores are reported on the test report along with the details. So 9 is an expert user, fully operational command of the language. Very good user for 8. Fully operational command of the language with only occasional unsystematic inaccuracies and inappropriacies. 7 is a good user, operational command of the language, occasional inaccuracies, inappropriacies, and misunderstandings in some situations. Number 6, competent user, generally effective command of the language. 5 is a modest user, partial command of the language. 4 is a limited user, basic competence, limited to familiar situations. 3 is a extremely limited user, conveys understanding in only general meaning in very familiar situations. 2, intermittent user, no real communication is possible except for the most basic info using isolated words. 1 is a non-user, essentially no ability to use language beyond a few isolated words. And 0 is actually did not attempt the test. So what score do you need? Most universities and colleges in the UK, Australia, New Zealand, Canada and the USA accept IELTS overall band score of between 6 and 7 for entry to academic programs. So that is fairly high. If you want to get into a good university, then you are going to require some assistance for sure. So you can contact me via Skype. You can contact me via the website, and sign up for a free trial lesson. And I hope to hear from you soon. Have a great day.